Have you been struggling with your Apple Watch running out of battery before the end of the day, especially if you put it through a bit of a heavy day? It sucks to have it shut down mid-workout or just before you need Apple Pay, doesn't it? Well, I have news for you. The new Apple Watch Series 9 is expected to launch mid-September, and the rumor mill is growing that it might have a much larger battery. What's more, there's expected to be an Apple Watch Ultra 2 that uses 3D printing. I'm Akshay Goenka, and let me take you through the rumors of what's expected and what that means for normal users like you and me. Let's first talk about the Apple Watch Series 9. There's basically three big rumors across the internet. First, a larger battery. Second, a faster processor. And third, improved health features. A larger battery is the most important one for me. Whilst the current Series 8 is rated to last about 18 hours with normal use, a heavier day like going for a run without your phone to both stream music on the watch and track the run severely drains the battery, putting it at risk for not lasting the entire day, which isn't ideal for a watch, and especially when the Ultra comfortably lasts 2 days but is much more expensive. Apple is rumored to be finally fixing this by using a stacked battery, which is also a rumor for the iPhone 15. This wouldn't be the first time we see this. Apple has actually used this method before in 2015 for the 14-inch MacBook, and it basically helps utilize small spaces very well to fill them up with, well, more battery. I can't wait to not have to worry that my watch will run out of battery and I won't be able to use Apple Pay for an evening purchase. And yes, I know Apple Pay is also there on my phone, but trust me, there is nothing cooler or more seamless than paying with your watch. If you don't use it already, please do try and watch the smile and gasps of wonderment that come from people either expecting a physical card or a phone. But I digress. Second, it'll also have a faster processor. Now, before you think, they say that every year, it's nothing new, think again. Apple smartly claims to have a new processor every year in the watch, calling it things like S6 and S7 and S8. But in reality, these have the same speed and architecture, but they just add compatibility for new features like an altimeter. They haven't actually refreshed the core processor on the watch since the Series 6. So this year is going to feel like a proper upgrade. Unlike the iPhone, which gets an upgrade every year, and honestly, it's much harder to notice the speed bump for an average user, the watch is going to feel much zippier. And why this matters for you is three things. First, it will likely further improve the battery. Second, it'll last more years with future operating system updates, making it effectively cheaper since your watch will last more years for the same price. And finally, it will take better advantage of watchOS 10 and work better with future updates. The third rumor is a bit more vague about health features being upgraded. For example, Apple released a body temperature tracking feature last year, which was primarily used in the context of female menstrual cycle tracking. But this year, it could potentially expand the accuracy and use cases to be able to detect things like whether you might be running a fever before you even realize it. The possibilities are endless. Finally, there are some more smaller rumors about things like a new pink color, but the design is otherwise not expected to change significantly versus the last year. There's some very sketchy, unverified talk on the internet about a potential Series 10 anniversary edition, just like they did on the iPhone, and Touch ID on the home standby button, which doesn't make that much sense, but it seems very sketchy for now. But if you guys hit subscribe on my channel, you can stay updated on how these develop, and of course it'll be a great motivation for me to continue to do these videos. Now let's talk about the Apple Watch Ultra 2. Given it just launched last year, the design is looking like it'll be largely unchanged with the exception of a potential black brushed titanium color in the same matte finish, which sounds as slick and sexy to me as I'm sure it does to you. You can also expect some new bands and new colors, but the big rumor that the internet is talking about is Apple trying to fix the one complaint about the Apple Watch Ultra, and that was the weight at more than 60 grams, which is more than twice any other Apple Watch. The respected Apple analyst Ming-Chi Kuo said that the Apple Watch Ultra will likely use 3D printed parts. And whilst of course I'm sure this makes supply chain sense for Apple, the one reason this could be useful from a consumer perspective is to reduce the weight of the device. But that's it for now. Let me know in the comments if you've heard any more rumors on new Apple Watches and what features you would like to actually see. Why not watch my video on why you should buy an Apple Watch Ultra right here, and also another one on the earth-shattering, game-changing new Vision Pro. See you there.